We're going to skip the intro and jump right into the video. So a few weeks back, I did a video on Sun Mining, a cloud mining company who claimed to use solar energy to power their mining rigs to be able to offer lower rates as compared to their competitors like Genesis Mining and Hashflare. Now, we can confirm today that it is a scam. An individual messaged me earlier asking me if I could get to the website because they're having a hard time getting onto Sun Mining. I was able to, they weren't. Later in the day, it went down again, and then came back up. And now I just had another individual send me a message who stated they had purchased 300,000 gigahash. So I don't remember the rates, but if you look at something around like Hashflare, that's almost $22,000 for every 100 gigahash or 100 terahash. So that means that person spent like almost $66,000 if the rates are comparable. I don't recall what Sun Mining's rates were, but almost a half a thousand or over $1,000 USD to purchase this. And unfortunately, there's nothing that individual can do to get their money back. This is an exit scam. They're done. I feel terrible for the person. I wish there was some way I could give them information on how to go through this. But the only thing we can do from this is learn and think about these things as we move forward into what platforms we invest in. In my video, I recommended not investing in the sun mining. I wasn't investing money into it. There was things that I just did not like. Again, with the stock photos that had the company logo on it that could easily be photoshopped in. They didn't have videos of their data centers. They didn't have videos of their solar panels that are out there. They didn't talk about who was behind it. The only thing they kept talking about was the fact that the founders were Australian and they're an Australian-based company. And I remember in the video saying, like, that's fantastic. I'm glad you're very proud of your heritage. But however, when I look into a company, I'm not so worried about that. Like, their opening statement was that it was an Australian company founded by Australian citizens here to offer almost zero cost maintenance mining. That's not possible. So I hope a lot of people just took that warning and didn't invest into it. And my recommendation moving forward is any of these cloud mining companies, if they're not 100% transparent, I mean, think about this. If you were to open up a cloud mining company today, I would absolutely have a video showing my mining operation. Because it doesn't matter if you don't say where it's at. You standing in a room, it could be anywhere in the world. Show your mining rigs. Show what you're doing. Talk about the technology. Talk about how you're different than everyone else or what you're doing to maximize the performance of your machine at the lowest cost possible to be able to sell your product to the people that are interested in it. Have your face. If you're running a company, what does it matter? Why does the CEO have to be hidden when it comes to the mining operations? I mean, it's not like it's something that's hidden where it's like, hey, it's this secretive type initiative that we can't talk about who's running it or who's funding it. Everyone has backers. Everyone has investors. You don't need to worry about the investors, but you need to worry about the operation team that's running it. Now, there is another mining operation that's coming up that I'm starting to hear a little bit more about, and that's Cryptera. And if we start looking at their site as compared to what Sun Mining looked like, it's very similar. I mean, if you look at their main page, it's a very polished, very beautiful website. And I think that's just the fraudster stepping up their game because they know that we've been burned so many times that if things just look a little bit out of place, we get skittish and we're not going to invest. So website looks beautiful. Go to their cloud mining. Again, this could be any person's video. I mean, or picture of a mining operation anywhere. I mean, if anything, it almost looks like Genesis Mining's, to be honest. And as we go through this, we start looking at pricing. But again, there's not a whole lot of information. Contact, there's an email that this could be anything. As they're saying, what are they saying they're out of? Honestly, I don't even really care to see what this is. Okay, they're saying they're out of Ireland. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing on here as well that I would say, oh, let me jump in this because this looks legit. Not for me. Not going to do Cryptera. I would put a bet down that this is going to exit scam out as well. Now, there's another company that's popping up that I do feel that they are transparent. At least they're attempting to be transparent. There's still some things in there that I'm not really too I'm kind of cringy on. But for the most part, they are very transparent. The level of transparency that we should see, I keep saying the word transparent, the level of transparency that we should see when it comes to cloud mining operations, Genesis Mining is hitting the mark on that. They have videos. They talk about the technology. You know where they're located. You've seen the inside and out operations. The likelihood that they're going to exit out and take everyone's money at some point in time is probably slim to none. Now, if we look at Hashflare, honestly, like Hashflare, if they weren't around for as long as they have been, I probably wouldn't invest in them because they could definitely take a lesson on how they could be more transparent with their audience. I mean, they've never, I mean, it's been a long time since we saw any type of images of what their mining operation looks like. And if you think about the rate it's being purchased at, if we see from some of the other YouTubers, it brings in the question of like, okay, well, that's a lot of processing power. And how are you outputting all these new machines to meet the demand? Yes, they raised their prices. Yes, they said they have a limited supply. However, we haven't seen a video in a very long time. We haven't seen an image in a very long time. And it makes you wonder. So that's where I'm at. But this particular one here, the ccgmining.com, Crypto Robert has done an amazing video and researching it. It's almost an hour long, so I recommend searching Crypto Robert, finding this. Has a lot of in-depth information. Again, I don't think I'm going to buy into this anytime soon. I may consider it later down the road. I'm more into investing my free cash flow I have right now into altcoins. I'm kind of a little bit heavy on mining, so I want to get kind of more into the altcoin side of things. But if you look here, if we go into About Us, they actually have the pictures where you could see these individuals here are the same individuals here, and they're also the same individuals as far as their team. Now, I'll be honest, the first time I saw all of them, I thought, these all look like professional models. Like every single one of them, like this dude looks like he has a ton of just swagger about him. Like he just looks like he'd be an awesome dude to hang out with. This guy here looks awesome. This guy here looks awesome. All three of these women look absolutely, they're stunning, they're beautiful. I mean, they all look to me like professional models, every single one of them. So at first I was like, I mean, they all got beauty. They all appear to have very classy individuals, and also, obviously they're all very, very intelligent and very professional people. I mean, they're running this operation. I went out to their LinkedIn. I think that their LinkedIn profiles could use a little bit more detail. If we go to this individual here, I do like the fact it does show some of the work history that she has had. Also, her education's here. However, I'm not sure. I mean, there could be a little bit more details into the actual job titles themselves, a little bit more of like kind of a mission statement, a little bit more of like what they're trying to provide, like what their role was there. It was very much kind of like out of the box that they set this up. So yeah, again, I mean, the efforts that people are taking to scam, they're going that extra mile to make sure they have every single little tiny piece down, just so that way they can collect as much as that. But I mean, they have a lot of connections as well. So I mean, this could be just me being burned one too many times and be a little skeptical. But rightfully so. I mean, this space, you have to be skeptical about everything. If we head over to the data center, they do have a video. They do have the person wearing the company logo walking through it. They do talk about it, how it works. It could be maybe someone else's data center and they're just taking a tour of it, but unlikely. So this particular one here, I think that they're doing a very good job, and they understand that people are skittish in this space. And if they want to have a legitimate, successful cloud mining operation, that they have to do these things. They have to be transparent. They got to be upfront. They got to talk about their operations. They have to, in general, talk about where they're located at in the world, where their offices are, and just go from there. I mean, otherwise, I think that at some point, this space is going to mature, or we as the consumers that are buying into these products are going to mature to the point where we're done. We're not going to invest in anything unless it's upfront and we know the ins and outs of the operation. And one last thing, I mean, and just to throw out there, just because I've done a video on it, and that's Vozix. And Vozix, I put a tiny little bit of money into it. They have their online camera, so I can see the mining operations. And I even called it out as well that other than this video here, it doesn't really talk about the individuals that are running it. They have their social media. Other than that, I mean, this really could just be, I mean, these are all fans, these boxes, but these could be lights. I mean, it could be some LEDs, and it really could just be a complete dog and pony show. Well, there's nothing in these boxes other than just some LEDs. That's why I didn't put too much money into this. I mean, literally, I think I have $150 tops. I think I have this platform. So that's where I'm gauging these things from. Genesis Mining being very, very, again, using that word, transparent, to where Hashflare, I'm banking on their reputation and longevity that they've been around. And with Vozix, they have this video here. If CCG would have came around when I was still purchasing hash power, I'd probably give it a go. I mean, I'd probably throw $375 into it to buy an open-ended 1 terahash Bitcoin contract. Why not? I would do it. But for this, highly recommend taking your own research. Watch the Crypto Robert video. See if you feel comfortable afterwards investing your money. But again, to get back onto the topic of what I started off with this video with, Sun Mining has exited. Unfortunately, feel terrible for those who lost money. And if you're able to still get in by some way, and you have a way to withdraw money, or you have a way to reverse any type of payment you did to purchase anything through them, highly recommend taking that avenue to make it happen. All right, that's going to end this video. Best of luck out there, and till next time.